The first game I played against Kobe.
The very first time I played against him.
The first time ever actually playing against him.
You remember, damn, I'm on a court with Kobe,
I was just in awe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I could even do it any justice, really.
It's a guy who I would tape on my wall when I lived in Spring Hill in apartment 602. To be able to share the floor with him was like for any kid that has aspirations or has inspiring moments from someone, it's just like a sense of awe.
I remember most just watching somebody that I literally grew up watching on YouTube.
And I remember just watching him, just like, I'm really about to line up against Kobe.
I remember lining up the jump ball against Andrew Bynum and looking over and seeing, Kobe. And that's when it was surreal for me. That's when I realized I was really a part of the NBA.
I think the thing that stood out most to me about playing Kobe that first time was his pregame warm-up. Why is he working out at 4 o'clock and it's a 7:30 game? By the time I finished watching his workout, I had missed my lift, my treatment time. As a young guy, you get the early slots, and once you miss it, it's over. I had missed everything. And I think for me personally, that was just a moment in my life where it was I'm sitting here watching Kobe. Nothing else really mattered to me at that point.
What were you trying to do out on the court that night?
For me, not to get, 50 dropped on me. My rookie year, we played against them in the playoffs. And I was just trying my best. I was just talking smack. I was just in his ear. He wasn't fazed by it.
At the Forum, my rookie year, we played against him, and I got switched on to him in an ISO situation. I'm, scrawny, 170-pound rookie coming in, and the look he gave me was so damn disrespectful. It was crazy.
He hissed like an actual snake. Whenever he wanted the ball, he would make a hissing sound. And it threw me all the way off. I didn't know that was a thing.
He was just testing me. He was just testing to see what I was made of. He was testing to see what type of mentality I had. And he was just testing me to see, who I was as a person and what I stood for. I guess I wanted to gain his respect so much at that moment.
And he was just stone-faced, straight killer mode the whole game.
It's down to 7. Starting to make his move for the win. He got the lead for him.
I remember we got our ass kicked. I remember that.
I think I'm a pretty, physical defender and all that stuff, and I'm a young pup. And I could tell you he beat the living out of me without even having the ball.
I always tell the story. I got a switch on Kobe. He was posting me up. I blocked his shot, and the ball bounced the half court, and I went running after full speed. It was a big moment for me because I could brag to my friends that I blocked Kobe Bryant's shot.
This guy's a blur. Kobe, deep three, got it.
He got the ball back and shot a 3, and he said, the play continues, young fella.
He says, John Wall, get this one.
The very first time was actually here in LA. It was my assignment to guard Kobe. Obviously having B. Shaw as an assistant. And B. Shaw's jawing at him, egging him on, getting him riled up, talking mess from the bench. Here I am in the middle while all of this is going on. I was guarding him, and he got into his back down, his patent pump fake, and I went flying for it. A young guy trying to go block his shot. I went flying for it, and he caught me in the air. He ran down, specifically ran down to where B. Shaw was, and yelled at B. Shaw, check the young fella for feathers.
The first time that I played against him was when I was in Chicago and he was with the Lakers. And I just remember him asking Mickael Jordan all these questions on the court the whole time. But I think what ultimately made him who he was that audacity to ask Mickael Jordan for pointers in his very first game against him. Think about most 18-year-olds, they'd be scared to death to go against Mickael. And he was just inquisitive. It's pretty remarkable.
He was just our generation's Jordan in terms of iconic moves, ISO stuff, fadeaways, game winners.
I try to emulate how he moved down to what he said to you guys in the media, to how he worked out before the games, what he watched. I would really try to study it as much as possible. I would never told him that, but as a younger player, I was really just copying everything he did. He's my idol growing up, and it was just a blessing to be on the same court as him and compete.
It was me and him. Nobody on that court mattered. Nothing else mattered. It was everything for me. You know, it was everything for me. It was the best moment of my life.
Take flight.
Smokes down.
Bryant. Oh! It counts at the foul. Serving up a facial on Jared Jackson.
The power and the explosion of Kobe Bryant just takes off and accelerates the tremendous finish and lift.
The Lakers, because of this man, Kobe Bryant, can take over. Posterizes Dwight Howard. As Deshaun Stevenson looking for that pick, and Pat Garrity getting caught flat-footed there, trying to help out. Here's another look from a different angle. This one right.
Second leading scorer. They need some help. Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind. Oh! What did I just see? We just saw what Kobe does best, and that's bring people to their feet with a sensational play.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk.
Woo! I think that's what the fans came to see. And you talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the
Hicks, the double team O'Neal. Horn, Fisher, nice rotation of Bryant.
buckle up for Kobe. Kobe Bryant just sucked the gravity out of the target center. What a play!
He might have just injured that shoulder a little bit more. The windmill slam.
You realize how difficult it is to do that.
That brought everybody out of there. Is an issue. He's gonna have to shoot it with three, with two. In trouble, forced out, and Kobe making this ridiculous double head fake from behind the arc. Then out on its feet. Lakers down, in trouble, quickly. Bryant, three from the corner. Yeah! Kobe! Gonna go. This is silly stuff from Kobe. I mean, just catching fire, and I mean nothing but save yourself. And Blake gets it into Kobe. Kobe, good little fake. Three to tie. Everybody. He fakes. They're there. He elevates. He scores. Right-handed dribble. Gray comes out to double. Kobe around him. Kobe down the middle. See? Stand in, get a blocking foul, get anything, but don't just get him a...
Lakers do not have any timeouts. The Heat in the penalty, so they can't foul. Wade is guarding Bryant. Artest looking, gets it to Bryant. Bryant dribbling, has to put it up at the buzzer. Banks it in! Oh, he banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
The only thing I said is Haslam should have stayed on it. But when you get beat on that, you just go to the locker room and say, I couldn't have done anything about it.
And he clearly got it off in time. What a tough shot, banking in the three. And the Lakers.
Payton. Bryant out top against Patterson. Kobe cannot get Patterson in the air. A wild three. Hit it.
And with one left, Kobe Bryant ties the ball game up as only Kobe Bryant can do. But that shot comes up under pressure. If he makes it, he makes it.
Payton to inbound. Bryant for
comes running out. It's a good shot.
No way this will...
From the old school kind of player that plays through things and makes no excuses.
And he's underneath.
That's why I think he's been going to the basket
Through Staples Center, as they have through his entire career.
with them.
A basket equals a 50-point game. Kobe underneath. He's got 51.
About him having a third lung because he never seemed to get tired.
Down the middle he goes. Corner of the key. He's got another one. Kobe with the ball and the Lakers down 4. Bryant on its way. It's a one-point game. Who has the ball? With half a minute to play. Bryant for the lead. Yes! Kobe Bryant gives the Lakers the lead.
Oh, I tell you something. This is, you know, he was legendary before this game. This takes it to an absolute another level. He's got 58. And the good news is the Lakers have a
by not being close to a man.
They'd love to get it into Nash's hands, and they do. Ball knocked away, stolen by Parker.
There it is.
Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good. It's good. Tie game.
Great deflection by Parker. Parker knocked that ball loose, and this is a miraculous shot.
A one-point game. Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you're going to get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang! You'll be still looking at it. They haven't made the official announcement yet. Oh, no question.
Oh,
I don't know what
close.
the delay is.
Yeah, not even close.
The next level. So it's never.
I drove all the way out back. It took me over a few hours. Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't know that.
No, you wouldn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry about that.
No, I'd get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm doing this all for the love of Kobe and Gigi and what they stood for and what Kobe represented LA. I'm originally from LA, you know, so he represented us. His hard work ethic and all of his stuff that he did on an everyday basis, that pushes me to strive harder. You know what I'm saying?
He was never satisfied, and that's something that, you know, in my life, I'm never satisfied. I'm always trying to go above and beyond in anything I do. If with work, school, life, it's going to be something that affects me for the rest, you know, for the rest of my life. And it's something I'm going to put into my kids. And it's something I put into, you know, my people that work under me in the Army. And I just always, you know, strive to don't ever be complacent, and that's something that Kobe Bryant, you know, definitely branded into my life.
My father.
We're 20-year fans. That we're born and raised in LA. I'm the same age as Kobe, and we have daughters as well. So it affects us real personal. I mean, since high school, I was the same age as him, and we followed him growing up, and his legacy and everything. It means so much to be from here, and to have seen his whole career in person, you know what I mean?